Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from August 5th to the 11th, and I'm using this kit from the Planner Shack. This was a printable, and it's called Rain on My Window, I think. Forgive me if I'm whispering. My roommate is officially back living full time, and now I'm like self-conscious because, it's embarrassing to do a voiceover. It just is. But anyway, I picked this kit for this week because once again, I didn't really have like a good kit in mind. I did go to New York City on Monday, but I don't know why. I just didn't think that one day justified an entire New York City themed kit. I don't know why. I don't know, because a lot of people just go for one day. I have been many a times just for one day. But this kit just seemed way more appropriate because this ended up being a very rainy, somewhat cold week, and after all of the heat we've been having, it was very different and it was very cozy. And usually I fucking hate the rain, but I actually really liked it this week. And even though I had to walk home in the rain from work one day and it was like downpouring and it was not amazing, it was Thursday, and just getting home and getting cozy and knowing that I didn't have to go into the office on Friday just felt really good. I don't know, I very much enjoyed it. So this kit was appropriate in my mind. Things that happened this week, obviously, I just mentioned that I went to New York on Monday. And if you saw my last plan with me, you'll know that I just got back from a beach vacation the night before, Sunday night, like very late. I can't remember what time, but it was late. And then factor in like getting ready for bed, unpacking things that you need immediately, like all that. It was quite late when I went to bed, and my friend was going to be picking me up quite early because she had a dress fitting in Brooklyn, and we're driving from Philadelphia, and we don't want to be late, of course. So I had to suck it up. I got ready, and I didn't feel like looking like a slob, so I got up early enough to do makeup and all that stuff. And it was actually really hot this day, but I'm pretty sure like the rest of the week was not. I think after that, the heat broke and it just like rained a bunch. But it was, oh my God, I'm so happy I went. I was so tired. And even Sunday night, I was really nervous. And I was like, why did I agree to this? I'm gonna get to bed at 4 a.m. and then she's gonna be here at 10 a.m. and that's just like not enough time for me. And I was freaking out, but I'm so happy I went because I had the best time. Even her fitting was awesome. First of all, I'm the first person to see her like entire dress together. Because she purchased like a custom overlay. It was very pretty. But even just being in the studio was so nice. It was like the coolest studio I'd ever been in. I would live there. And they had a dog. They had a little dog in the bridal shop, whatever. It was very, very cool. And then we ended up doing something that has been on my bucket list forever. It's nothing unique. I have always wanted to try the banana pudding from Magnolia Bakery. I love banana pudding. I love banana ice cream. I love banana, like, sweets and desserts, like real banana. And it's funny, I actually mentioned it to Caitlin in the car. I was like, I don't know, we were talking about going to New York, and I was like, I always go to New York and I just hang out with, Joe's family, and that's fine, but like, it's just, I never say like, hey, I want to go do this. I don't know. And she was like, well, what's the place? And I was like, oh, I really want to get the banana pudding from Magnolia Bakery. And she was like, how I told you we were getting cupcakes after dinner? That's where we're going. So I was just so fucking excited. We also went out to dinner to a place called Rosemary's. I think they have more than one location, maybe 2 locations or 3. It was so fucking good. It was so good. I can't remember what it was. The bread, oh my God, we ordered this, I'm blanking, focaccia bread. That's what it is. It was so good. And we got a couple drinks. And then at the end of our meal, our waiter brought us like after dinner drinks, like scotch or something. I don't know, like some dark liquor that I cannot drink. And I had already had 2 cocktails. So I was just like, no, I can't, I'm done. But that was really sweet. And then her fiance ended up paying for our meal, which was really nice too, because It wasn't cheap, right? Like, I don't know, but it was lovely. We also went to Dominique Ansel Bakery. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And I got a salted caramel eclair. Delicious, amazing, fantastic. And then we also went to, because we were at Magnolia Bakery. It's just a hop, skip, and a block to Carrie Bradshaw's apartment. So we went to go see the Sex and the City apartment, and it was really fucking cool. I don't know how. I have never done any of these things before, but I was really glad that I got to do them with my friend. It was just such a good day. I'm so glad I went. So I'm happy that we ended up cutting the beach vacation short and I was able to go with her because it was wonderful and I just got to be a passenger princess. She drove me home. It was great. And then other than that, like I said, the rest of the week, did anything even happen? Like, no. I did a lot of, oh my God, something else did happen. I totally forgot. Oh my God. So Tuesday, Joe came over and he brought me like groceries that he had gotten me at Aldi. And then he also stayed to watch Chernobyl. And then he was about to leave at like 10 and I was going to get ready for bed. I was going to get in my bed and read and relax and whatever. And he's like, comes knocking on my door. And so I come out and I'm like, what's up? He's like, your front gate won't open. And I was like, what? Because a couple weeks prior, I was on the outside of the gate coming back from work, and for whatever reason, it wasn't unlocking. So I was like, oh, this just happens. Like, it's fine. It was not fine. Let me tell you, it was not fine. We spent an hour and a half breaking out. We took the entire thing apart, and for some reason, Joe had D batteries in his backpack, so we tried to put a new battery in it. Nothing was working. And you want to know how he got out? You want to know how it got out? Because this specific door code thing does not have like a fail safe. There's no way on the inside to break out. I think it was like YouTube or Reddit. I don't know. Someone said like you have to use a spatula. And Joe was like, there's no fucking way the spatula is just going to break. Because it's, you know how you use a credit card to like, break out? He was like, it's just going to break. We've been at this for like an hour and a half, but I have a metal spatula that I never use because it came in a set with my soup ladle. So I have this spatula. I never use it. And I was like, just use this. I don't care if we have to trash it after. If it breaks, I really don't care. I've never used this in my life and I never will. We got out. We got out using a metal spatula. And then for the rest of the week, basically, you couldn't lock the front gate, so we had to keep locking the glass door, but it is what it is. It's a glass door. It doesn't feel very secure, so I was just so relieved when it finally got replaced. And I will say that after I texted my landlord that it was broken, I was so nervous I was going to come back from work on Wednesday, and it's not going to be broken anymore. That would have been so embarrassing if he came to replace it and wasn't broken, but it was. And someone had actually even added to our little, we shoved stuff in the hole. That was annoying. A spam call just ruined my voiceover. Anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we shoved a bunch of thick mailers, junk mail, in the hole where the door would close. I don't know what the correct terminology for that is right now, or ever probably. But anyway, and we put a big sign don't lock the gate, whatever. Someone had added to it to make sure that nobody locked it. So it definitely was broken. I tried it. You could not move the handle, 100% stuck. So that was very reassuring because otherwise I just would have been more mortified. I'm very embarrassed by everything. I also went to the orthodontist this week to have a checkup on my Invisalign, and I had a really bad stomach ache right before I had to go. This was on Wednesday, and I was really nervous because I've probably talked about this in a million Plan With Me's because TMI is my middle name, but I used to get diarrhea, sorry, I know, dirty word, every other week. I haven't had it in a few years, maybe once, but not this, recurring thing. And I was getting that type of stomach ache when I was like, this can't happen. If I reschedule my appointment, they're going to charge me $50. I don't want to do that. So fortunately, my stomach settled and I was able to go, but that was a little nerve-wracking. And I think other than that, nothing happened. So I will try to do the day by day very quickly because this is yet another boring week. I sense many boring weeks to come, so feel free to just exit here I don't think anything interesting is going to happen for a while, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll go on a cruise. I won't, but maybe. I don't know. I won't. I have no plans to go on a cruise. I don't know what I said that. But anyway, moving on to Monday. The first thing I marked with this, oh Jesus, rabbit hole handcraft. I want to say this girl, I just marked that I was extra tired this morning. Like, what else is new? But I just explained why. Then with this Coffee Monsters Co sticker, I marked my friend picking me up. With my new wedding sheet, I'm so happy I got these stickers. I used a little wedding dress from the Prairie Planner to mark going to Brooklyn for her fitting. Then with this emoji with a bunch of macarons, I marked going to Dominique Ansel Bakery. With this pasta sticker from Once More With Love, I marked Rosemary's. Then I marked getting the banana pudding with this emoji holding bananas. With this little cityscape row home situation, I used that to mark seeing Carrie Bradshaw's apartment, and it is from Once More With Love. With another Once More With Love munchkin, I marked heading home. And then the final thing for Monday was that Joe and I watched Chernobyl, and I used another rabbit hole handcraft sticker for that. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked was that I had another day off, and I slept in, and I used a day off munchkin for that. With this one trip, oh Jesus, what the hell are they called? Smush? Mush? Thing. Anyway, from Fox and Cactus, I want to say, I marked that I took all of my stuff in one trip, and it was a lot. It was like Red Bull and my backpack, my duffel bag, a bunch of stuff all in one trip. It was probably not smart, but I did it. I hate going back down to my car. Then with this munchkin cleaning the litter, I marked that I cleaned the litter, swept, and then unpacked. Then with this is actually a Cramps munchkin, but I used it to mark, I all of a sudden just felt really sick to my stomach, so I had to lie down for a minute to like wait for the nausea to pass. Then I actually ended up walking to Aldi and then straight back without buying any groceries because originally Joe was going to come over to watch Chernobyl, and then last minute plans changed, and I realized, I was like, well shit, you just got me groceries and I need them for work, so I'm just going to go and replace those. So I walked to the grocery store, and then once I got to the grocery store, he's like, no, I'll come over, don't buy groceries. So whatever, but I didn't have room to mark it. I think I actually put the shoe down, and I ended up rearranging this entire day. I think I'm going to cut it out of the video just because this video will be way too long. But then Joe came over with my groceries, and I chopped up my veggies for lunches, and I used a stick with the Planned Co sticker for that. Then with these munchkins watching TV, I marked watching Chernobyl. Then with this very distressed munchkin holding a spatula and a screwdriver, I marked getting stuck in my apartment building. And it's not a normal apartment building. I can't just call a front desk, or there's no maintenance. There's no nothing like that because it's condos and every single floor is individually owned. Nobody really owns the whole building. Whenever they do anything like replacing the lock, all of the owners have to discuss what they're going to do. So if you were quite literally stuck in your building, you're fucked. Because nobody was awake. Nobody was answering me. It was late. But anyway, I didn't have a spatula, so I used a rubber spatula to mark getting out, and that is from both the screwdriver and the spatula are Prairie Planner with a stick with the Pumpkin Paper Coterra. I marked that I read in bed, even though that's a chair, but the color worked. And then the final thing I marked with an emoji was that I went to bed at 1 a.m. Moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked was that I weighed in. I wanted to see what the damage was after my vacation, and I used a Pumpkin Paper Coterra to mark that. With a phone from the Prairie Planner, I marked that my landlord finally responded to me. My distressed text messages from the evening before. Then with a stick with the Plan Co girl, I marked that I got that stomach ache 10 minutes before I had to leave to go to the orthodontist. With another rabbit hole handcraft sticker, I marked the orthodontist. With a Nike sneaker from Piper Paper Company, I marked that I ended up walking 11,000 steps this day. With a munchkin watching TV and eating, I marked eating snacks and watching Sex and the City. With this sticker from, oh my God, Pink Diamond Planner Co., I think, I marked that I filled the spread and did a voiceover. With this planner from, I think, the Prairie Planner, I marked that I did some functional planning, in my normal planner. Then with this sticker that came with a kit, maybe not this kit, that I saved, maybe a pink planner shop kit, I marked that I read. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked was doing the litter before leaving for work. Then I used this laptop that also came with a kit to mark being in the office again. And then I had a really bad cough this day for some reason, and I just decided to mark that. I don't have any like coughing stickers, so I used an allergy sticker. It works, whatever. Then with this girl in a raincoat from Rabbit Hole Handcraft, I marked that I had to walk home in the rain. And then I just rotted for a while, and I used this Fox and Cactus sticker to mark that. With this self-care sticker from Pumpkin Paper Co., I marked that I was just feeling really cozy, and it was just like, I don't know, it just felt so good. Then with another Pumpkin Paper Coterra eating a slice of pizza, I marked that Joe and his friend brought over pizza to eat here. His friend was in town because they were going to Green Day that weekend. And so they came over to hang out for a little bit. And then the last thing, on Thursday, I was so fucking tired. So I used another Prairie Planner sticker to mark just being exhausted. Then moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked with a Fox and Cactus cat was that this was a remote day. With this money jar from, I think, the Pink Planner Shop, I marked that I had to pay, so I paid my rent, but I also lent my roommate her rent money because she's about to start her new job post grad school, but she hasn't started yet. And so like her savings are sort of dwindling, but it's fine. She'll take care of the rent once she's like a real adult, you know, like that's not what I mean, but you know what I mean, when she has an income. Then with this Papershire notebook and pen, I marked that I worked on my budget. With this Fox and Cactus girl, I marked that I walked 10,000 steps with little 2-pound weights in my hand, just on the treadmill. I did not leave my house because it was raining yet again, and also I hate leaving. I hate walking around my neighborhood. My neighborhood's gross. Then with this Stick with the Plan Co. girl looking out the window, I marked that I just had a very cozy night at home, staying out of the rain, it was really nice. Then with this planner sticker that I believe came with the kit, I marked that I planned. With this Munchkin watching TV, I marked that I watched the movie The Faculty. I think we were talking about Josh Hartnett on Thursday night because Trap was out. And that just made me want to watch The Faculty. So I watched The Faculty. Then moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked was that I slept in, and I used a Munchkin for that. With an emoji, just feeling down, I marked that I was just feeling blah. I don't know. Sometimes that happens, especially when I stay home on a Saturday. I like wake up and I just feel dread because it's already Saturday. The weekend's almost over in my head. Then with this Pumpkin Paper Coterra, I marked that I had to get like all pretty because I was not doing anything. Why did because I was feeling bad about myself. I was like, wait, what's going on? I didn't go anywhere. I haven't been doing any like makeup or anything if I don't have plans, but I did this day because I was just feeling really bad about myself. Then I went over to Joe's and just sat on his couch for a while because I think he was watching tennis or the Olympics or something, and I didn't care to watch it, so I just scrolled on my phone. Then with this blue burger from Olive Studio, I marked that we walked to Shake Shack so I could get something to eat because I think he'd already eaten or something. I can't remember. Then with these Munchkins watching something on a laptop, I marked that we finally finished Chernobyl. I think we had 2 episodes left. Then finally, moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked was that I needed to lend my mom some money, so I sent her money. And this is another Rabbit Hole Handcraft sticker. With this TikTok Munchkin, I marked that I scrolled on TikTok for a little while. With this Carly Plan sticker, I marked that I walked to CVS to get my prescription. Then with this like eye roll Munchkin and this car key sticker from Sticky Perks, I marked that Joe's neighbors still wanted to buy my car. I just was starting to lose hope because they had been saying that for months. But they said they still want to buy it. So I was like, okay, whatever. Then with this Carly Plans coffee cup and this cute little Coffee Monsters Co. desk, I marked that we dropped off a coffee table that Joe sold on Facebook Marketplace. With a Stick with the Plan Co. girl, I marked that we went to Aldi to food shop. Then with this candle that's deco left over from some random kit, I marked that we went to Bath and Body Works to get a couple candles. With an emoji holding Walmart bags, I marked that we went to Walmart to get a couple grocery items, and we ended up getting a rotisserie chicken, which we used to do more often and we just haven't. So I marked that with this Thanksgiving sticker from Carly Plans, I think. this ice cream sticker from, I think, Piper Paper Company. I marked that then we got buy one, get one free Cold Stone with this TV from Papershire. I marked that we watched SNL. And then I just had really bad Sunday scaries. So I marked that with a Sunday Scary sticker. And then the final thing on Sunday with this like insomnia emoji or whatever it is, I marked that I had the worst night's sleep. First, I couldn't sleep in the bed, so then I ended up sleeping on Joe's couch, and then I had another stress nightmare. I think I had talked about one previous, and like a recent plan with me, but I had another stress nightmare, and all of a sudden I was so terrified to be sleeping alone on the couch, so then I went back in the bed, and I did not fall asleep until about like 5 a.m. So it was rough. It was really bad. So not an amazing way to start the week, but like, is there an amazing way to start the week? Like, fuck Monday. Actually, really, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Disgusting. But anyway, that is everything that happened this week. Not much, but also a lot, because I went to New York and got locked into my own building. Crazy. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.